All right, we're going to talk about keyless entry for 1993 to 1994 Lexus LS400s. This only applies to these 2 years. 90 through 92 used a different style or different part number for both the chip and the key they're going to be talking about. 95 onward used a completely different approach to keyless entry. Specifically, they went with keyless entry fobs that were programmable to the car. Everything we're going to talk about here for 93 to 94 only. So with that, let's get started. Let's talk about some part numbers. These keys and their chips were only sold in pairs. If you lost a key and you wanted to replace it, you had to go back to Lexus and buy the entire line item shown here. So if you wanted one key, you had to go buy the part ending with 46. If you wanted 2 keys, you had to buy 2 keys plus a chip ending in 47, 3 keys ending in 48. You cannot introduce a new key to any of these setups. The keys plus their chip are sold as pairs and nothing can be reprogrammed. Again, nothing is reprogrammable or programmable really at all on a 93 to 94 LS. We're going to talk about the chip. You'll see an actual chip here on the right hand side that is out of the keyless entry receiver located in the trunk. It's behind the carpet on either the left or right side. I believe it's the right side of US market or left-hand drive cars. Now let's talk about some of the ground rules here. So new parts are no longer available from Lexus. All 3 of those part numbers that I showed on the last page are no longer available. Again, nothing is programmable. Only key sets, so that means the keys, however many you got, plus the ROM will work together. You can't buy a new key and program it to your car. You cannot do that. So, a solution: purchase key and matching ROM parts, the ROM chip specifically, from Parts Yard. The chip is in the keyless entry receiver, like I mentioned, behind the trunk carpet. Use steel reinforced epoxy to fill in existing cuts on that key you bought. I used a product called Steel Stick. Make sure you really mix it well. Make sure you also use acetone or other types of industrial degreaser or cleaner to clean out the grooves on the key. You have to make sure that that bonds really well to the existing key material, or you're going to have pieces come off inside the ignition or the door lock, and you're going to have bigger problems to solve when you can't pull your key out, or there's other problems inside the key, inside the lock cylinder. And then finally, step 3 would be have locksmith recut key to match your car. Finally, here's a visual. So this is a pair of keys that I was able to find. These were already pre-cut. Again, pair of keys with the corresponding ROM chip. Again, because these were already cut, it wouldn't work for the car that I'm trying to get keyless set up for. And so I filled in the cuts here, as you can see, using the steel reinforced epoxy. We're gonna let that dry for a while. After it has fully cured, you can sand that down, and then I'll be taking it to a locksmith with the key code. And the 2 locksmiths I've talked to both said, nothing's guaranteed, but they will certainly try to run this across their cutter. Okay, hope that helps. If you've got any questions or comments, post them in the comments below. Have a good day.